Welcome back, everybody. I hope we're live. We are. Almost tipping off. Gary, Mike working. We all good? Everybody ready for this?
I believe. Nebraska gets a tip.
Right. Ahoy boy with it. Let me get this game cast going. I don't suppose you could cut the silence for me, or...
Still getting my shit set up here, but yeah.
Hoy boy jumps out of bounds. No good.
I
don't think it's going to be our ball.
Didn't see it. No.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Damn, sounds like empty behind Nebraska's bench.
What's that about? That doesn't seem possible. That this game could have a low attendance. What's number 11's name? Is that the boy you were talking about we need to be worried about? Banks.
Banks had a game.
Little turnaround, mid-range, no good. Who hit our first three? I didn't see it. Anybody in the chat know? Oh, we just hit one. Okay, ESPN's ahead of time. ESPN's ahead. I was like, I don't remember us hitting a three. Quick little black screen there. No big deal.
Just a quick little, right. You don't need to see this part.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Maybe. You can gel Banks.
Little hang, fade, defense. No good. Damn. I gotta fix this. This is crazy. That's a little better. It's like so bright in my house that my green screen can't figure out what's going on. Masked for three? That looked good, man. It just wasn't.
Offensive rebound.
Hey!
Stanford for the triple. Quick 6-0 lead.
YouTube TV assumes we want to watch it on 480p. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade that just for now, just for I don't know.
Gets and shiggles.
Jesus criminy, bro. Like, why? Who wants to watch it like that? Why is that the auto set? Sturts to the rack, lefty lay. Actually, I think he might use his right hand.
6-2 Huskers. Hoiberg bring it up. That's Lawrence.
Hoiberg gets a screen here from Mast to the rack.
Ooh, nice.
Good
finish.
Wow.
Good finish. Off to a good start, man. 2 for 2 on threes. A big finishing at the rim through contact. One offensive rebound.
What up, Brooke? What's going on? David Matney. We got Bubba in the house. Timer win. Dark Side. Kevin Mattern. Achieve Absurdia. What a name. The EPO. We hit the free throw. Thanks to EPO. Royal Pine Gaming, Red World. What up, everybody? Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Hit that like for us. It does turn into a basketball. Pretty sweetin'. Hey, I started on time, Bubba. Unless I set it to go early, in which case, no, I did not.
You can Joe with the rebound. Another good defensive possession.
I like to wait for Gary.
Master Lawrence. Lawrence pulls the trigger again.
Oh,
that one out
no good.
Damn.
Good rebound.
With another offensive
rebound. It's so big. It's so big, dude. That's 6 points. Relax, Sanford. Don't get too hyped. We've got a long way to go. But 6 points have come off of rebounds kicked out to threes. I agree.
Offensive rebounds. 6.
Yeah.
Half the points are second chance points. How does that grab you?
Well, I'm staying even keel. I'm a chill guy.
No, I'm not. I'm going to overreact in all directions.
I don't get too high or low. Okay? I'm gonna have to get something to like black this window out. It's insane, dude. Too many day games lately too.
Too many day games, he says.
A lot of day games this time of year. NBA day games too. What up, Psycho Hawk?
What up?
Yeah, not a great start, but this is just first little run. You
Yeah,
know,
that means nothing.
I'm not holding too much on it. Joker says, "Do you think Iowa will be beefing during the middle of the game? I mean, beefing with us or beefing with each other? I don't know." What up, Just Vibes? JV, how you been? I got to go take care of my Rottweiler. I don't know what he wants. He's just moaning at the top of his lungs.
Yeah, I go.
Take over for me real quick. Be right back.
Yeah. Yep. Beefing with the Huskers? Maybe. Yeah, I'd say considering the rivalry, but also this is third time playing a team in the same season, same players. Obviously the meaning and the intensity is going to be a little higher. Do you guys see what's his name? Ben whatever. Iowa's coach going back and forth with the Florida coach the other day. See if Hoiberg wants to go out and test him. Do you think that this is the biggest game in each program's history? I mean, 100% for Nebraska. I don't know much about Iowa's basketball history. If they've had any bigger, they gotten any deeper in the tournament way back in the day or anything like that. But yeah, for sure for Nebraska it is. See a lot more NU fan. Yeah, I think we kind of. I mean, I assume Nebraska would travel well. There's a lot of Husker fans in Texas and California and Florida, spots like that. So I wasn't surprised for as big of a turnout as they had in OKC. Granted, it's a little closer. I figured Houston would do well, but so far when they show the stands, it doesn't look like it's very full. Yeah. Well, No Jab said 99 Iowa made Elite Eight, I believe. I would say that would be their biggest game. But I mean, I don't know who they had player wise. I know with Sturts being looked at by a lot of people as a lottery pick. If I don't think they're gonna be able to get another top tier player like that, then kind of need to capitalize on it. 12-4. Florida coach needed tech for escalation. If you ask me, Hoiberg is too classy for that. Yeah, for sure. I was just kind of joking. And the Iowa coach talked about it. He's like, man, you can't let people walk over you, whatever, do stuff. But he's like, at the same time, I got to use better judgment. And after it was done, as far as he was concerned. Mass with little, little back and forth off the backboard. I like where Mass is at to start this game. I like where Buchenjill's at on the rebounding. Everything's looking decent. Defense is doing well in the rotation so far. Hoiberg stays in front of Bank. It's good defense. It's a good finish. Mass pump fakes. He's got it. Back out to Hoiberg. Open three. Mass another rebound. 8 points off of second or off of offensive rebounds. 8 second chance points. He got bumped. Yeah, he got bumped, but yeah, it wasn't
My bad, y'all. I was just saying that's a weak call. I don't think I don't see how that's a foul. I feel like if he would have made that, they wouldn't have called anything. It's like, why not drive every time and leave your feet and launch into someone if it's always technically a foul because they touched you? It's not always
like the
a
NBA?
foul. Nah, well, I feel like it's very picky and choosy when they decide that that's a foul.
It's not that picky and choosy. I mean, it is picky and choosy, but it's very simple when they pick and when they choose.
Yeah.
It depends on the name on the back of the jersey.
Yeah. And front sometimes.
In the NBA.
Oh, yeah. Big time. I mean, I'm not saying that the Suns lost to the Nuggets the other night because of it, because they would probably beat us anyways. Like, we let them beat us, obviously, but there was this at the very end of the game, Joker's driving left, and someone basically whispered something in his ear, and they called a foul, and the announcer's like, yeah, even the referee doesn't like his own call. It's like, well, you got to do it for Joker, I guess. Otherwise, he'll physically assault you, and it'll be your fault. Psycho says Vegas got to keep the game under control. I don't think that Vegas needs to help Iowa. Like, yes, we're up now, but this is 10 points. How many times have we seen the Huskers? How many times do you see everyone in basketball, period, give up 10-point leads, 15-point leads, shrink to 6? Oh, what do you know? It's tied. Gall dang it. That happens all the time. Like this, I don't think the refs need to step in yet. But maybe they do step in early so that it doesn't get too out of hand early and rein it in a little bit. And then also, I could see that play again in slow motion. You could probably convince me it was a foul. You know?
There was definitely contact. They had the lane wide open for him.
Here's what I guess my problem with it is. I don't believe that he missed the layup because of contact. I think he made he just smoked it. He laid it. He didn't use the backboard. He like laid it on the back of the rim and it rolled out. What happened from Scott Foster lately, Psycho? I don't think I know specifically. What game was it? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't feel comfortable in my bracket making Nebraska beat Iowa because I felt like that was a homer move that was gonna bite me. But I would rather
you had these two in your bracket. You had Iowa beating Florida.
One of my brackets.
Wow.
One of my brackets. I did 2 brackets, and one I was like, one of them I'll set it up so Nebraska and Iowa face each other because I could just see that happening, and the other one they don't face each other. Sturts hits the free throws. Some ugly ass cheerleaders, bro. Yowza.
16-8.
All right. Although I wouldn't know. Kicks down to Mast. Mast is actually at the 3. He's trying to back down from the 3-point line.
Looking to kick out.
It's not bad. He's making some headway.
Yeah.
But then he stops, turns, and fades away and airballs instead of continuing to go towards the rim. If that's what you're going to do, Mast, just pass it.
I think he was looking to pass.
Sturts to the rack, jumps, floats. It's good. What a floater. And one because someone got too close to him.
This SGA?
Feels like it. I would love to see how this was a foul. Now, that's not a foul on them, though, when he fades away and gets his arm slapped. It's cool.
That's not a foul at all.
It's totally chill. It's totally chill, guys. 11-16.
Frager's in.
Yep, here comes the Iowa run. Oy vey. Frager, screen here from Mast. Mast, pump. Bumped, not a foul. It's okay to stop your defender by just
with your body.
bumping the shit out of him. It's okay, guys.
Okay,
It's
now
not a
that
big deal,
body
ski.
bump when Mass was going up was the exact same as the first Sturge foul.
But if you make an even fraction of the type of contact with Sturts, it's a foul. Baseline drive, they're looking for Sturts. They're going to get it to him. 11 seconds, Sturts to the rack, pump fake, kicks out. Should have just shot it. They would have gave him a foul, but he kicks to the corner and Coke hits. Hoiberg, 2 mass, back to Hoy.
Back to Hoy.
Prager,
quick trigger.
big,
Slap.
big 3. A little bit contested, didn't care, needed it.
Stops a 6-point run.
Pick and roll here, Sturts. Oh, they kick it again, same shooter, and he drills the 3. Wow. Wowie. Hoiberg. Oh, what a hey, yo, but that was a good defensive play by Iowa and an even better recognition by Hoiberg not to throw the bait throw because it would have got intercepted and he hits Frager who hits another 3. That's nuts. What a good play, dude. Back-to-back great plays for us on offense. We just need to stop. There it is. No, foul. No, it's not. Shut up. When are you going to learn that you can't play good defense against Iowa without fouling? All of these referees graduated from Iowa, Gary. They are all boosters. They are concerned with the greater Iowa project, in which they take Nebraska's land because God blessed them with it 3,000 years ago. Just shut up and pay attention. Bennett. Yeah, I guess his first name is Bennett. What a weird first name, by the way. What an old man first name, I should say. Frager fouls again. Or was it just out of bounds on him?
I think it was just out of bounds. There's no
Good.
way foul on that.
Good.
Ball got tipped up, and they're both going for it. I don't know how that's a...
Pump fake.
Ooh,
drive to the rack. Nope. Blocked. Good job, Buchenjoe. Needed it.
Jacobson lose the handle, bringing it up to Lawrence. Brager, deeper 3.
Dude, why is he so hot right now? Why is he so hot right now from 3? This is crazy. Oh my God. None of these 3s for him have been easy little gimmies. That one was really deep.
But if Frager and Sanford are going to be hitting 3s like that, and Buchenjoe and Mass are going to be doing...
We're in for a game. So I agree.
Yeah, we're in for a real
But I
treat.
taught you all of that. Steal. Foul.
It's probably a
Sorry.
foul, right? Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We shouldn't have taken the ball from Iowa unless we just stole it and called a timeout. In which case, I apologize. We're watching the game the same way every other human being is watching the game on TV. We're watching the game on... What channel is this?
I'm just watching your...
TBS, sir. If you have TBS, you can watch the game. If you don't, you will not be watching the game. TNT or True, says Epo. Good, there's some other options.
Couldn't ask for a better start for Nebraska, man.
Couldn't.
Big's playing well. Everybody. I haven't seen anybody. No lazy passes so far. No lazy defense.
You know who's doing a really good job this game is the refs. The refs haven't made one bad call. They're not playing favoritism for Iowa at all. Iowa's not being protected. It shouldn't be 25-10 right now. I don't think that. I don't think that the refs have orchestrated at least 7 to 10 of these points for Iowa. you know? Gary's watching the game from the Somalian daycare that he works at up in Minnesota.
I don't work at it. I just run it.
Yeah? I'm sorry. The Leering Center that he works at.
One of the many I run.
Try not to eat too much bananas and rice tonight, okay? You always overdo it. Epo says we only have like 55 team fouls left. Burn, sort of worried. Left to burn, sort of worried. Yeah. You know, we're going to go through them. We might end up seeing Leo out there today. We might see your boy Blue out there. You know? Help us out there, guys. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, check and see. Somebody, actually, I'm gonna go like it on a different. Oh, I haven't liked it yet. Does it turn into a ball? It does. The basketball's working. If that's not good enough for you people,
What is? What is?
Whoa, the Final Fours in Phoenix. That's awesome.
You going?
Shit.
Courtside.
If we make it, you and me should just fly on out. They're going to need us, you know?
Oh.
We could rent a podcast studio in Phoenix. You think they have any anywhere? Gotta be. That you could rent for the day. I'll put it on your tab. Since you have 3 Venezuelan jobs now and 2 Eastern European jobs. Drive from Sturts. They're swinging it around. Great team defense from Nebraska. Can we get a stop?
Too good defense.
I'm just shocked that wasn't a foul. Wow, they get their own rebound, though, unfortunately, and another 3 attempt.
Wide open
drills
3.
it. They owed us one of them, not going to lie, after we did it back-to-back to them. Woo!
Open. Jakobsen brings it up. Looks for Lawrence. Settles for Buke Daddy. Frager.
Oh, Jacobson, good drive, bro. I mean,
He'll go to the line.
That's the benefit of at least just being aggressive and going to the rim. Sometimes you get bailed out. Nobody boxed out on that, man.
Nobody boxed out, and as soon as they got it, nobody started kicking out towards the perimeter. Everybody stayed around the basket. Jacobson's first free throw, slappy.
Thinking about ordering from a barbecue place on Thursdays. Have you had their brisket, or you only had brisket from Black's, right?
The Blacks and that Styles you like.
You did have Styles, but that was at the wedding, and it was like it traveled, you know. That ain't the same. Sturts.
Don't be a bitch. Good
kicks.
Pass. Kick out to the elbow, back to the corner. Driving kick to the other elbow. 3 ball is falling for
they
both
need
teams.
They need to be dealt with on the 3-point line. I think we need to stop leaving 3-point shooters. I get you want to help,
it's
but
the same thing they always do, man. They start off with that kind of trap, and then the ball moves faster in the bodies. Guy ends up open.
Jacobson with the dwibble moves, gets baseline, 6 seconds. We're going to have to put something up. It's going to be a prayer. It's going in, though.
Nice. Lefty.
That's how I'd cook your ass left-handed, if need be. But I wouldn't need to. I'd just use my right hand.
Usually keep your left hand in your pocket.
Usually. I'm texting while I'm playing 1v1 with you.
Good defense.
Sage.
Ball gets through. Looking to kick out.
Stolen.
Stolen by
feels like our
Hoiberg.
first clean steal that wasn't a foul. Hoy, the other way. I'm sure we'll get called for a charge.
Man.
Price! Fouled on the 3. Yeah, bitch. Don't touch him, bitch.
He sold that. He didn't touch him.
I'm still mad about Iowa football games, if I'm being completely honest. And I can feel that bubbling up right now. Okay? I think we all do. Because we can't fuck with them on the football field. So basketball is
anybody on football field.
No, that's true. That's true.
That was a bad foul call, by the way. Huskers up 7.
Ooh. Second one hits.
Damn.
What I need on the college football game, bro, I need to be able to jailbreak that game so that I can move the rosters around to where they're supposed to be. I'm just going to have to be patient and get the next game when it comes out, you know?
Sanford's third free throw.
Gucci. Ball
It's
don't
all
lie.
32-23.
What up, Anwan? Sturts kicks it. Oh! Unforced error. That's how scared you would be to catch the ball if you were playing against me.
Well, I think anybody with a pulse would be that scared.
I'm on testosterone, folks. I don't know if you noticed. Hoy boy, bad pass. They steal it right back. Somebody beat that shit. Good
Defense.
shit. They didn't call that a foul.
That
was a clean block.
Yeah, 100%.
No, they called it a clean block. Oh. Jacobson fouled the shit out.
Jacobson got his arm. Buchan Joe was clean.
Attaboy! That's the type of foul I like. An actual foul that you can see with your eyes. That you don't have to gaslight yourself into believing was a foul.
Did he miss? Even gooder. Yep.
Wonderful.
Front of the rim.
Wonderful. Now, what you're not going to do...
Been gooder.
What you're not going to do is question Timothy Chalamet.
All right.
Okay?
Hits the second.
He's a fine actor and a fine young gentleman.
32-24 Nebraska. 9 minutes to go in the first half.
Hoy kicks it, gets it right back. Pull that, Hoy. Pull that, Hoy. Pull that. I don't care. Good shot.
Top. No good. Iowa ball.
That felt like he rushed it at the speed that Sanford shoots. Sturts.
To Banks. Banks back to Sturts.
Sturts into the post. They're moving it around
big
time. 3 seconds. Yeah. Good
D.
It's going to be a little floater. That was a good job from whoever that white dude was to get to the elbow.
No, what's it called?
That was good. I think it's just a timeout. Great defense. But
they say he didn't get it off in time. Shot clock violation.
He didn't. Nice. Let's go. Really good move by him. Good move. I just appreciate that from him as a basketball enjoyer. You know, let me tell you, when you're white or mostly white, in my case, you gotta get crafty. Okay, you gotta be able to run away from the non-full whites. Okay?
We'll
talk about it later.
All right.
Because they'll get you. They'll swat your shot. They'll rip you. They'll embarrass you.
I don't know who they is, but all right.
You gotta have a bag. The better part of my ancestry. The moral side.
Oh, man.
That you enslaved personally. Have you ever paid me reparations?
I'm waiting for my check to clear.
Don't do this Indian shit again.
Then I'll transfer.
No one believes. You're going to have to do a blood test if you want anyone to believe that.
Hey, Indian and Irish, dude. Irish were pretty.
Or you could start dressing like Johnny Redcorn, or what?
I don't know who that is.
Well, that's from King of the Hill. But what was the Indian dude on Joe Dirt? that runs the
Kickin' Wayne.
I need to start dressing like Kickin' Wing. And maybe change your name to Kickin' Ass. I would.
You
know. Anyone said, wow, got loud.
He said, wow.
Points removed? They took the points away from that?
What points?
Mm-hmm. Man, the boys was so good. Until it jumped the shark a little bit. But that actor, that's one of my favorite actors, dude. I'll watch anything that dude's in. Godlike actor. Just saying.
Saying what?
The man can act. Not as good as you, but he's won some awards. Not as many as you, but North High's drama club is just littered with Gary Menson trophies as far as the eye can see.
Trophies or the statue's supposed to be done 2030.
You made your mark.
Well,
playing Othello, especially, Not
as big a mark as they left on me, It's pleasure was all mine.
They did have you in a lot of blackface. It was a different time. It was a different time. It was early 90s. We didn't know yet.
I had to push pretty hard to get away, be able to do it, but
they
finally caved.
They always made the lips look funny,
Don't get me started on my home ec trophies.
At what point does Bro shave his head? Now, I mean, I get it. He's got a little bit, but that is worse than Stephen A. Smith's hairline, is it not? It is further back than Stephen A. Smith's.
There's not much of a hairline there.
Well, comparatively,
I mean,
seems like a good coach, though.
Yeah.
They play hard for him. Hoiberg over to Mast.
How did this happen?
Hand off to Frag. Kicks to Mast. Great blow by for Mast. Great drop off to Hoy.
Nice pass.
Woo!
Nice reverse.
How did Hoy get that up and in? Love you, Hoy.
He's really good at using his disadvantaged size to his advantage. Like slipping through, using his body, using the rim.
I would say he's good at
nice defense, Buchengel.
Daddy, just hands up defense.
Buchengel and Mast are.
They're not scoring for dick,
thing,
but
man.
They are defending and rebounding.
Mast doing all right.
I don't even need him to score.
We got
right
scores,
now.
man.
Keep rebounding.
We need him to rebound and play defense. Play
Buchten,
like
don't do a fadeaway, Buchten. Don't do it. Maybe do a fadeaway if that's what's going to happen. Dribbling. Lord, what a drive from Banks.
Yeah.
God dang. Oh, is that Combs? My bad.
Luke Combs.
Little racist of me in that.
I think I've been calling the number 11 Banks too.
Really?
I think I've called everybody that's not Sturts Banks, to be fair. Hoiberg takes a screen from Mast. Back in front.
Oh, no, Hoy. Oh, they jump on him. There we go.
Frager jumps on it.
Smart
play.
God, what a good move. What I was going to say is he does a good job of not being scared as a smaller player, not rushing and altering his shot too much. Like he knows he has good spatial reasoning for as small as he is. He still understands what he can and can't get away with for the most part.
Dude, how is it a foul? He didn't reach through him. I get calling a reaching foul, but he's reaching on the pass, not like inside the dude's
young enough to ref.
Arms.
I don't really love having a ref in an elite game who has a full head of white hair and can barely move. That's the oldest
Who
ref I've
goes
ever
first?
seen.
The steal or poke out the pass doesn't make contact with the dude, and it's a foul for going for a steal.
Does macular degeneration mean nothing to you, Gary? Free throw's good. Look at him. Look at his old ass over there. Retire him. Man should be sitting on a beach. Not reffing the biggest game in Nebraska's history. Look at him. You think the NBA's ever hiring an old dude with a gut like that and a white head of hair? No. Because Draymond would break his spine. 28-34.
Up back to 6.
Boy screens. And maybe a foul trying to fight through a screen for an Iowa player.
Refs, man.
Why don't you go back to laying down, Papa?
All right.
What he was crying for earlier was he just didn't want to be alone.
Deep inbound to Mast. Samford.
What a pass!
Drives,
Reversal!
Hoiberg with another reversal.
Dude,
again,
that was
uses the rim.
That was a high difficulty left-handed layup. I'm sorry.
Not for me. For you.
Not you, but for Hoy, wow. Drive here for Fulgueras. Kicks it. Wow, no good. Get that rebound, baby.
Good closeout.
Yo, good shit.
Stanford with the hustle play. Go on, Lawrence.
Oh, yeah. Open Hoy.
Hoiberg.
Hoy to the rack. Scoop lay is good. Get off his nuts. Get off his little nuts. Get off his little Hoy nuts.
The smallest dude on the court has the most points in the paint.
Fulguer. Driving left. Cut off. Wow. Nice pass into the corner.
Late rotation, but the pass hung.
Yo, that was a nice layup.
Reverse,
but
nice dip in.
Wow. That was so bang. It's like you didn't even really have time to box out. Prager. Down to Price.
Nice pass.
Wow.
Great pass. Good finish, but damn good pass.
That's the football equivalent.
Lead, 40 to 35 minutes to go.
That's the football play equivalent of a dart through a window and the receiver holds on through getting blasted. Holy blasted! Fulgueras just busted all over Mast. That was a pure poster.
That wasn't fair to Mast, though.
Damn. Hit it, Mast. Make us forget.
That's with the open look. Clanks off the front of the rim. Nebraska with an 8-point lead, 40 to 32, bringing it up. Launch at the top of the arc. Sturts goes to work, blows by Frager. And of course, I'm shocked he ain't going to line. Lawrence pushing it up. Kicks to Mast.
Might have to get rid of it.
Hoiberg.
Pass to Frag. I don't know.
Frager
I don't know. A little rushed. No.
He made his mind up. He was shooting that second he touched it.
Guess my dog will just, wow. All right. Take over.
You say wow.
I say wow.
Buke and Jill on the side waiting to come in. Fake deep contested 3 hits it. Nebraska gonna use the timeout. Yep. Yeah, mascot. Dunked on. But the dude was over halfway to the rim getting ready to take off when Mass turned his head and saw him coming. Still sucks for him. All right, what we got over here? Rick said, hope the refs don't weak this up. Yeah, man, there's bad calls. Obviously, as Husker fans, we notice those more, but there's bad calls the other way. Like they've made some bad calls that have gone in our favor. It's just Sweet 16. These two teams playing for the third time. It's going to be some intensity. Like to me, these types of games, I think all basketball should be this way, but especially in these situations, let them play, man. It needs to be obvious contact or obvious fouls to be blowing these. Well, some of these are just, some of them aren't fouls at all. The one where Sanford shot 3 free throws, he rushed his shot and kicked his legs out into the defender. I didn't think that was a foul. There's been like 2 times Nebraska's going to steal a pass, not even touch a dude, and they've called him for reaching. Officiating in today's basketball, I guess. Nebraska's up 5, creeping up on halftime. So far, Nebraska's out rebounding Iowa 10-7. 4 offensive boards to their 2, 11 assists to their 5. Iowa has 1 more steal, 3-2. Nebraska has 3 blocks in the first half. Iowa has none. Turnovers are even at 4. Points in the paint, Nebraska 12, Iowa 10. Second chance points, they started creeping back in it. Nebraska was at 8-0. Now it's 8-5. Still Nebraska. But the hanging with them and out rebounding them so far is the biggest factor. We got guys slapping threes, but so do they. So it looks like if this holds through the second half, it's going to come down to the other less looked at things, not just the scoring, but the rebounding, offensive rebounding, defense, not just in terms of turnovers, but not having clean looks. We've seen them have a shot clock violation once. Both teams have had to kind of force some shots towards the end of the shot clock. We should be getting Buchengel back in. He was waiting to come in for a while. There actually wasn't a stoppage, but see who goes out for him. If they're going to give Mass some rest before the half, or if he's coming in for one of the guards. .332 to go in the half. Mass is still in. Buchengel. Frager looks like he came in for Sanford, maybe? Or was Jacobson in? I can't remember. Buchengel. It's off to Lawrence. Lawrence pulls up a midi from the free throw line. Doesn't go. Mass can't hold on to it. Iowa with the rebound. Serge brings it up with Hoiberg on him. Screen. Frager on Sturz. Sturz kicks back to the elbow for a pretty open 3. Doesn't go. Mass with the rebound. Back-to-back empty possessions for each team. Hoiberg to Frager. Kicks to Buchengel. Kicks back to Hoiberg. Hoiberg bounces back to Frager. Kicks down to Mass. A not great pass. Mass about to step out of bounds, losing balance. Tries to throw it off Iowa's legs, and it doesn't work. Turnover. Sturz brings it up. Cross-court pass. Corner 3. Slaps. The passes and the defense are starting to get a little lazier than they were at the beginning of this. Hoiberg to Lawrence. Lawrence kind of forces a 3. Looks like he might have got a forearm in the head. Iowa's not arguing it. Look at this by Mass. Like he loses his balance. He's about to go out of bounds. Thinks he's going to throw it off his leg. Need Lawrence to hit these threes to make up for that 3 they just gave up on the other end. Being lazy on the rotation. First one's good. Back to a 3-point lead. Credit to Iowa, man. Nebraska got off to a hot start. I think they were up 8, maybe 10. Can't remember exactly what the biggest lead was. And Never panic. Second free throw's good. 4-point lead, Nebraska. Lawrence hits all three. 5-point lead for Nebraska. $1:55 to go. Iowa bringing it up. Picks a three. Sturts back to the corner. Dribbles out back to Sturts. Lawrence on him. Off the screen. Ball around the arc. 5 to go on the shot clock. Sturts going to have to take a deep three. Doesn't go. Buchengel with the rebound. Gives it to Hoiberg. Minute 20. Hoiberg to Lawrence. Was looking for Frager or Mass. Back to Hoiberg. Back to Lawrence. Lawrence with a deep three, and he drains it.
Dude, that's huge. So glad. I did not want to just have a 5-point lead going in. We need to have bigger than 5.
46-38. 8-point lead. Sturts. Sturts with 3 on him. Down in the post against Buchengel. Tough finish, and he gets it. Hoiberg's out on the court yelling something at the team. Wants to get this set up. Guessing they're going to hold for basically last play.
Yeah.
About a 5-second difference between game and shot clock. He's probably going to take some air out of it.
Frager at the free throw line. We got Mast and Lawrence in the corners and Buchengel on the block. Half court's Hoiberg.
Clock at 15, shot clock at 8. Hoiberg to Mast. Mast backing down in the low post. Forces a shot. Doesn't go. Buchengel tries to slap it out. Iowa can't hold on. Mast throws up a prayer.
So he throws it to Mast in the corner, and there's plenty of space. Shoot the effing ball from the corner, Mast. What is your problem? Oh, no, I'm going to turn around. I got 5 seconds. Let me turn my back at the corner 3 and do some back down moves real quick. No, just shoot. Maybe we get a rebound. We get another shot.
5 seconds to try and get a shot off. Hoiberg,
stupid ass play from
Sturts. Hoiberg's on him, but he's got about 20 to 30 feet of space right now. He doesn't want to foul. Sturts to the elbow.
Son of a bitch!
At the buzzer. I don't know.
Son of a bitch!
Doing. Everybody was standing around the paint like nothing was going to happen, and gives Iowa 3 free points right
we
at
have
the buzzer.
35 seconds with the ball. 6. They're going to get about 6 seconds left, maybe. And that's what we come up with. We're going to throw it to Mast in the corner. He's too scared to shoot for some reason when he has plenty of space. Let me put it to you this way. Frager has taken 3 threes this game with more defense on him than what Mast had in the corner, and he still passed it up. Thought that with 5 seconds he could get to the rim, which he can't because they doubled him and he can't dribble. Just stupid, bro. Just stupid-ass scared. I would be screaming in his face, shoot the ball. Why are you scared? Why are you scared? No, bro. It's just, I hate when players, I hate losing a lead when you're, look, if you're missing shots and this is just the way it's meant to be, it's the way it's meant to be. But if you're losing your lead because your players are getting scared of the moment, I can't stand that shit. That's when I, get a little unreasonable.
I'm guessing the empty seats are for the next game, for the Houston-Illinois game. You're starting to see orange trickle in some of those spots. So that's my guess. But when they do show the crowd, looks like a lot of red where there are people. Yeah, I'm not as upset with Mass as you are. I agree with what you're saying. Just I'm not as
well. What was okay? So Hoiberg held
a much bigger issue with the lack of defense with barely under 5 seconds to go. Like everybody was kind of hanging out around 3-point line. Like Hoiberg's got Sturts. There's no humanly way possible he's going to pass it to somebody else, so don't even guard him, and then they get a wide open elbow three to close out the half. That's more inexcusable than your center not having a quick trigger on the three. But I agree with you. He needs to be more situationally aware.
That's really what it boils down to, not understanding the situation. You just
that and bad gas.
Your point guard just held the ball for like 20 seconds, and his decision is to hit you. You have space. You have 5 seconds on the clock. What's going to be your clock, right? There's going to be probably 10 total. Perfect time to just hoist it. You weren't that heavily guarded for some reason in the corner. You're supposed to be a shooter. What it is to me is he's not shooting the three well today, so he got scared and didn't want to make a whittle miss and look a whittle bad. That's what that shit was.
Yeah, he's 0 for 2 from the 3-point line. Isn't atrocious. Sanford's 2 for 2. Buke's 0 for 1. Lawrence is 2 for 3. Hoiberg's 0 for 2. Frager's 3 of 4. Let's see what Iowa's doing in the 3-point line, because they seem pretty hot. Sage 3 of 4 from 3. Koch 1 of 2. Sturts 1 of 3. Well, I can never say this is his name. Fulgaris.
I think it's Fulgueras. I don't know. It has eyes.
Howard's 1 of 1. I've heard it said many times. I just can't get my stupid mouth to form the words right, or the letters.
I'm
right.
Mexican, and my last name is Guerrero, and I still can't say his name. It looks weird.
Like a beard.
Like a weird beard, bro.
Still out rebounding them by 5, 13 to 8, and 5 to 2 on the offensive boards. But second chance points only 8 to 5, even though we've more than doubled their offensive rebounds. Turnovers, we've turned it over 6 times. They've only turned it over 4. 11 points off of turnovers for them, just 5 for Nebraska. I think that's the reason it's as close as it is and not more of a lead. But Nebraska down the stretch, like early on, I thought the defense was flawless. There was no guys left open. There was no lazy rotations. And in about the last 3 minutes, it seemed like they started getting later on the rotations. You saw that last play was horrible, just leaving guys open.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just like
another coffee while it's halftime.
Yeah.
You got this?
Mm-hmm.
Can you handle this? You ever done stream by yourself before?
Once or twice.
This will be first time.
Getting
Once or twice?
to
All right.
All right, guys. Help me out. Hit that like button. Let's try to grow this stream a little bit. If possible, not sure. I don't know if you guys saw today, but we put a video out about this game today, and YouTube slapped that shit away like a cat slapping a cup off of a countertop. What up, Sean Blanton? John Smith said that's so frustrating. I believe he's talking about that last play, and then Anwan said not sure why they left him open. They're just like discombobulated. I mean, it's just inexcusable is the word I think I'm looking for. It's inexcusable. That last play was, I mean, if I'm Hoiberg, I don't think I've ever been more angry at my team at halftime. I would just be going ape shit in there, as you guys can tell. Wesley says all Big Ten final. Yeah, kind of crazy, right? We're not the last Big Ten teams in the tournament, are we? Bub said gonna come down to the field goal kickers, basically. As hard as Mass thumped the ball off the glass, I thought he was fouled. Then I remember the refs aren't calling Iowa fouls. No, here's what happened about that. So I get what he was trying to do. He was trying to get to a better spot to score because he's scared, because he hasn't hit, because he's 0 for 2 from 3. So he thinks, oh, well, my shot's not falling. I'll waste a possession if I shoot this 3. Maybe a little bit of fear, maybe a little bit of embarrassment. Like when you start missing threes, it's like sometimes you lose faith in yourself. Sanford doesn't lose faith in himself. Frager certainly doesn't lose faith in himself. Good shooters, confident shooters, they don't lose faith. They realize that, okay, so my average is like 40% or 38. So that means that if I miss my first 2, that means my next one is like 70% likely to go in. And so they want to shoot more. Not Mast. He's not a confident shooter. He's a fake shooter. He shoots, I don't want to say fake. He's not fully progressed through his shooting, like his existence as a shooter is not developed all the way. It'll get better. It can get better. It might not. But that's the key. What happens to your confidence? So anyways, he backs down from the corner. But the fact that there's only 5 seconds on the clock for you to do that means that the defense knows to come double you. Because when they double you, what happened to Mast? First of all, Mast doesn't handle doubles. He doesn't dribble the ball well. He doesn't move with the ball well. So he decides, I'm going to go move with the ball and try to score with no time. So they double him, and what happens? He loses his dribble. Takes a good 1.5, almost 2 seconds off the clock, of which he didn't have any. So he turns and fires the ball at the backboard, hoping and praying that he can get hits the wrong angle of the backboard, goes ricocheting the other way, and then that might have had a little bit, that hard miss might have a little bit to do with the fact that they got an open shot on the other end because it ricocheted them into a fast break. So I guess my main level of frustration is that I hate when any team I'm rooting for or playing on does not respect or understand how to operate the end of quarters, the ends of halves, especially, really, mostly in playoff situations. It's sacred. There's a sacred level of operating that you have to be able to perform. How do I know that? I'm a Suns fan. I used to watch Steve Nash expertly operate the ends of quarters. We're going to get us a 2-for-1, or we're going to not leave them enough time, or, you know what I mean? And so just to see the failures at any level of basketball, it's like a pet peeve of mine. So that's why I apologize. What up, Brady? Sean says Mast gets scared. I agree. He gets scared. He loses faith in his own jumper if he's not making it. Now, sometimes that's good. Sometimes you need to lose faith in your jumper because you had too much to begin with. Mast actually has a good jumper. I was thinking about it when we were at our best this year, when we looked like when we were 20 whatever and 0. Why? Why were we that good? Because Mast was hitting threes. There was a long chunk of the season where people thought Rink Mast was our best player. You know? Bubba said a healthy Nebraska versus Michigan championship game, LOL. That would be insane. I'm not even considering thinking about getting out of this round yet. I don't even want to go there. I don't want to entertain it. Sean says I have Duke, Nebraska, Purdue, and Michigan in my SI bracket. They're all still available? That's pretty crazy, man. Mike says Frager closeout game is garbage, looks lazy. Was it him? I didn't even see. I was so blinded with rage after Mast shit down his pants in front of everyone on that last play that I didn't even know whose fault it was that we gave up that 3. So that's on me. What's going on, Brooke? Brady says, watching Dodgers game day opening. Oh, great. Baseball's back. God, I can't stand baseball. It's so boring. Unless it's in person. Definitely, Kevin. I mean, I get it. Maybe I need to see it again. Maybe I'm being unfair. And maybe I underestimated the gravity that he had around him when he caught the ball in the corner. You know what? That's what. Oh, please tell me I can. Yes, I can drag it back. I'm gonna drag this back, and I want to see again. And I'll be completely honest. If I'm wrong. Because maybe he needed to drive. Maybe there was too much defense on him. And it would have been insanely smothered. In that case, I don't hate it. But okay, here we go. Boy. I wish I could show you guys this, but we'll get taken down immediately. Okay, Mast is wide. So wide right now. His defender, there's 17 seconds. His defender is between the block and the free throw line, not anywhere near Mast. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've never been more vindicated. If you have the ability, pause the game at 13 seconds flat. 13 seconds on the game clock, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Mast just old school Sam Darnold saw ghosts. I gotta take a picture of this. I'm gonna send this to Gary and tell him to shut the F up. I think you're a little too mad that Mast didn't shoot the ball. Oh, do you? You stupid white bitch. I'll tell him that when he gets back too. I'm gonna post this in our Discord too. Anybody in the chat in our Discord, does anybody want to hop in our Discord? If so, let me know. I'll pop the link in here and you guys can join. First, I gotta text this to Gary, who's making coffee right now. Yeah, I was right. And I tried to be fair. I tried to say like, hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he wasn't closed out. His defender is nowhere near him. If I'm Sam Hoiberg, I would 100% have a conversation with Mast and say, bro, I can't have you pissing down your leg. I can't have you shitting down your pants and getting diarrhea all over the court. Oh, what do you mean, Sam? What's that supposed to mean? I'll tell you what it means, you big white bitch. Shoot the fucking ball when I give you a Are you trying to make it so I can't even play overseas? Do you know what my stat line would be if you weren't a bitch? Shoot the ball. I swear to God, if we lose this game because of that shit, dude, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna absolutely lose it. Joker, we got a big red rant Discord. For the most part, there's only a few. I mean, there's not many of us in it. We can start getting it going. I wouldn't mind that at all. What up, Dale? All right, I'll let me pop in our Discord link if you guys feel like joining. But yeah, I looked it up. I did the research. I'm right. Thank God. I've been wrong a lot. I'm glad I don't feel like I was overreacting. Might have still been overreacting, but not the way I see it. Ask him if he got it. Did you get the picture I sent you?
No, not yet.
Take a little look-see at your phone and tell me if you still feel like I'm overreacting. Maybe I am. Perhaps I am. If you say I'm overreacting, then I will punish you.
Well, I agree with what you're saying. I don't think it's as egregious as the lack of defense and inside of 5 seconds at the end.
Can I show you the play again? Because you can see
No.
it. You're here with me.
No.
Okay. So, ooh, that's way too far back. That after? Okay, so 25 seconds. Look where the defender's at. I think, this is what they're taught. They're like, stay up so that you can cut off a pass if he were to pass it from there. So Hoy dribbles it closer to Mast. And for some reason, I think the defender thinks, oh, I need to help. Actually, so in the 13.0 clip, when it's 13 seconds, flat, he's literally in the motion to shoot. But he was clearly never, ever planning on shooting this ball. He was planning on driving. Now, we are talking about Rink Mast, right? Why would Rink Mast be planning on driving? Because he's scared. Because he's lost the confidence in his own shot. Come on, bro.
I mean, the dude closes out pretty quick.
He does. You're not lying. You're not lying. I'm not saying that he doesn't close out. What I'm saying
the spacing
is,
you're talking about at the 13 seconds, you're not wrong. But when he actually catches the ball, the dude's a step away from him and tall. So if he jumps, like it's going to be. I'm not saying I still think he should have shot it. I'm just saying it's not like
I wish I could
open.
pause it right on time.
He takes a dribble and then the defender's on him.
That ain't enough space to shoot a three.
It's enough.
See,
it's not as wide open as
it. We're looking at it, Gary. What are you talking about? Please, we're looking at it.
Dude, the dude's going at him with his hands up. He's a step away. He's ready to jump, and Mast doesn't even have the ball up to his head yet. Like, how open do you think that shot's going to be by the time he releases it?
If what Mast does is continue his form and motion and go straight up and down, there is not. If we were able to rewind time and let this play out 500,000 times, Mast wouldn't get blocked one of them. And as a player,
it's going to be a good shot.
What it means is, in your mind as a shooter, you say the thought that you can get blocked is gone. You have to understand, I can't be blocked. I'm Wemby right now. See, Wemby gets to shoot with that type of freedom every shot he takes because no one can ever block him. I think that's what's going to make Wemby extra special, because his shots are always open because no one can block him. When you know that your defender can't block you, it calms you. It calms you down and makes you feel like, ooh, my percentage is up. My percentage right now, this is a good percentage shot. And yeah, he's running at me, but there's no mathematical way he can close out on me in time. Look at that picture. He can't block the shot. Maybe he can get a hand up in your face, but the ball will be released by that point. I mean, this is obviously, we're just arguing like the most, like, nitpicky stuff possible, but this is the difference between us potentially going up 49-40 and 43-46. And I'm just
let the video play out and go to the defense and tell me which one is more egregious and less nitpicky.
Okay, let's go through that too. But I just want to point out one last thing. When he catches the ball, his decision was always going to be, I'm going to pump, fake, and drive. He had already had that in his head for some reason. And you can tell.
Right, because the dude's at pretty much full speed coming at him. But he needed to pump fake and then go baseline.
Would Frager be scared to shoot that?
No, Frager or Sanford wouldn't, but they have quicker releases. They're better shooters.
If he was cut the distance in half now, so he's not literally touching him, but he's just halfway towards him. Would Frager shoot that?
Yeah, but you're comparing apples and oranges, dude. You're talking about two very quick release.
It's called confidence. It's confidence.
Way better shooter. Yeah, you're more confident when you're better.
Why doesn't Mast have confidence in shooting?
Why would he have the confidence that Frager or Sanford has? What one game? Pick one game, his best game where
I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking for that. I'm not asking for their
You're
confidence.
Asking for false confidence.
I'm asking
you are asking for their. You're saying, would they do that? Would they do that? You're comparing him to them. So yeah,
I told you cut the
difference. Same confidence they have.
I said cut the distance in half. I said cut it. So now you're taking him 2 steps back further, and now I'm asking him to have the confidence. You're not being guarded the way Frager is. You're not being guarded the way Sanford is. You're not smothered. So shoot the ball.
There's a reason for that.
So shoot the ball. Make him pay. He has a decent percentage.
Why do you smother a guy like Sanford or Frager and not smother a guy like Mast?
Because he doesn't have the confidence level that they do,
or the skill to shoot the three at as high of a clip as they do. If you could get away with playing defense that loose on those shooters, you would do that so you're closer to the paint and the rim for defense in the paint and rim protection and rebounds. To me, it's absolutely wild to compare him not having the confidence or the quick trigger that
if Mast doesn't have the
best
confidence.
Shooters in the Big Ten
okay, then can we agree on this? If Mast doesn't have the confidence or skill to take that shot, I never want to see him take another 3 again for the rest of his fucking life. If that's not an opportunity that you should feel comfortable shooting a 3, you're not a shooter. You should never shoot. Ever. You're inside now from now on. Is that fair?
They said the game's back on. Since you don't want to show the egregious defensive play, you just want to split these hairs all night long. Damn, Iowa scored quick. It's only a 2-point lead. There you go. Mast heard you. You happy now?
I guarantee you they talked to him in back there and said, dude, please shoot. We don't care if you miss. You hurt us more when you don't shoot than when you miss.
I agree with that.
Nice steal here for Nebraska.
Turnover. Sanford uses the Mast screen. Mast, oh, dude, he needed to throw that to Mast. Mast had a good roll.
Mast kicks down to Buke.
Nice pass.
Come on, Buke. That was kind of athletic for Buke. Dare I say?
Good pass for Mast. Excuse me.
Sturts. To Banks. To Banks. To Sturts. Sturts. To Banks. Under the rim. Blocked.
Good defense by Mast. Comes Hoy Boy.
Oh, that was a bad pass. That was a bad pass. Luckily, Nebraska gets it. They're out of bounds.
Good defense by Sturts, though, to be there.
Yeah.
Hoiberg started the pass and then was like, oh, shit. He was going to be right in the lane. This was nice. Oh, it's Iowa's ball. Ref was pointing to Nebraska's ball. He must have overturned it. Double team. Lawrence has to come cross court to pick up Sturts with a turnaround.
What a
nice
shot, Sturts! Damn, that's why they're talking about this kid being a lottery pick. Price has been so quiet, bro. They are clamping his a-hole shut. And I don't blame him. Price to Mast, right back to Price.
Back to Price. Price to Hoiberg. Hoiberg kicks to Buchengel.
Go, Buch. Yeah, take your time.
Turn around. Gets down low.
No.
Looking for a turnaround. That's contact for sure. Wow. Letting him play this half now?
Sanford with the rebound off
Buchengel got fouled, no call. Mass shoulder checks, homeboy dribbling, no call. Sanford wanted to pull that. Back to Hoiberg. Hoiberg drives, loses the handle.
No. All right, we're going to need a timeout.
They're definitely letting him play more physical. Nice pass.
Yep. Timeout, please. I mean, I don't want to burn if we don't have enough. But
tied at 50 with 15 minutes to go.
Fellas, ladies, help us out. If you haven't hit the like button, please. Trying to get to 50 likes. I don't think we're there yet.
Sanford, a nice pass to Buchengel.
75, next goal. I'll tell you, we should have some free memberships to pass out too. So if we can, we can hit like 75 by the time we come back. 75 likes by the time we come back, and I'll pass out 5 free memberies. Thank you guys for helping us out, man. Are you into Frosties with fries dipped in, or are you a communist?
When I was a little kid, I was.
I mean, I haven't had a Frosty in forever, but if I was going to eat a Frosty, it would definitely.
Couldn't tell you the last time I had Wendy's, period. And I know the last 100 times I had Wendy's, I didn't have a Frosty. All fast food has, man.
True. You people
That's honestly suffered. Like, when I tried eating clean or doing the different keto or carnivore or whatever diets, it's so easy because even when I don't care what I'm eating, 99%
I agree.
Of fast food I used to like doesn't even sound good.
Yep. So I feel so lucky to feel that way too. You know. It's like they've all gone the way of Dairy Queen food. They're like, look, it's going to look good, it's going to smell good, but you're not going to feel good later. That's where we're going to keep our costs down. Bubba said turnovers galore. It's getting sloppy, man. The defense is getting sloppy. The offense is getting sloppy. You know,
passes are getting sloppy.
What is?
The passes.
Yeah.
But so far this half, man, the refs are letting them play. There was actual fouls on both sides multiple times. Definitely fouls compared to what they were calling the first half, and they're just letting them go. I like it.
Cornhusker in Texas says Hoiberg needs to chill. Which Hoy?
Papa Hoy or Baby Boy Hoy?
Why does this look like an AIDS commercial? Hoy boy. Is he turning it over a lot? I didn't feel like he's been doing much wrong. That was a tough shot from Sturts, dude. That was tough.
Tweets.
Dude, Sanford has 11. That's a quiet 11.
Well, he hit early in the game. He hit 2 or 3 threes fairly quick. Then he had those free throws.
Well, yeah, Cornhusker. I just didn't know if you were talking about
line.
the coach because same name, yeah. Fulguaris.
Nice pass.
Sturts, sidestep
Nice step
3,
back.
air ball. I don't think he needed to sidestep. He could have just pulled it. That was like a pre-designed move.
Better he went to dribble and was like, I got this. So he just jumped back. It looked like he was going to start driving. The way he stepped and then was like, oh, should I got this?
Maybe. I don't know. Hoiberg to Price, quick release.
Stanford.
There's no way.
I don't know how he
Smothered.
hits it, dude.
Well, he shouldn't have shot that. He's guarded. He should have drove to the rim, back down, and thrown the shit off the side of the backboard.
Rim when he started pulling.
Yeah, but you can't make shots if people run at you, so I don't know why he would even try.
Well, I mean, everybody should be able to shoot at that.
Well, you know,
not facing the rim, that quick of a trigger, that high percentage. Like even
there's
your
a
6'10"
There's
guy.
a 3 from Coke, but there was a guy that was on the same court as him.
It's weird.
I don't know
if
why
you
he
can't
shot
hit.
that 3. Considering there was a
Steph
defender on the court.
Just do what Steph Curry does. Everybody.
Well,
No big
Lawrence
deal.
DeHoy. There's levels to this confidence shit, and you ain't got it.
Yeah, that's my point. You think everybody should have the confidence of one of the best 3-point, or probably the best 3-point shooter in the conference.
Well,
even 6'10"
when you're as good of a shooter as
nice pull up.
When you're as good of a shooter
screen
as
by Mast.
Mast, because I think Mast is a good shooter, and maybe we disagree there. Maybe you
he's
take
on the
his
same
side.
level as Prager and
No.
Sanford, according to
Doesn't
you.
need to be. Doesn't need to be when the person is 5 steps away.
He doesn't need to be as talented. He just needs to have the fake confidence that somebody of that talent would have.
He needs to have the appropriate confidence
Real
for
consistent.
his
consistent.
The appropriate confidence for his level of skill, his level of shooting is if a player is 5 steps away, that's his type of shot. Thank you.
Huskers up, back up 3, 12:45 to go. Hoiberg to Lawrence. He needs to pull up from there because he has breathing room. And Sanford
hits
with the midi.
Big. That Frager 3
I wonder if he's one of those
big.
dudes where like his percentage goes down when he catch and shoots. You know what I mean? Like if he's planted, and like he needs that rhythm, like that movement where he's not having too much time to look at the rim and think.
I
think
he's so
oh,
good. He's
man,
good
that
at
ball
both.
was in and rolled out.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, you're probably right. He probably is both, but
yeah,
he just
I
seems
think
like
he's
so
that
fluid on that movement. Lawrence driving, kicks out to
Frag
Frager.
Daddy.
Frager pump fakes, jab step, kicks out to Stanford off the drive. Sam back to Frager with the hand in the face. Doesn't
Damn it,
go.
that would have been a big one.
Mast was boxed out. 5-point lead, Nebraska. Sturt sets up.
Both teams
Lawrence
2
moves
for
to
7
the
from
screen.
3 this quarter.
Back out, open
Or half.
corner. Good closeout by Hoiberg. Back
Great
to the
defense,
corner.
man.
Mass on D. But with 8 seconds, can't get any breathing room. Drives.
Damn. No
Good pass to the driver.
presence in the paint, man.
Just let the guy get inside. Once Combs got that first step, it was done.
It was a great pass
It
to
was
him.
done.
You have to be patient as an offense, and they are against us, against our defense. It's like, yeah, first few actions that we do, they're probably going to get cut off, but just stay with it, keep cutting, and someone will get open. Well, 84 Cal, you know. Hopefully they don't completely leave you hanging.
Are you talking about?
Saying Nebraska's sexually teasing him. You know?
Who said that?
84 Cal. Did you see Drewski's skit yesterday?
The Erica Kurt deal? So you talking about?
I mean, I don't want to laugh at your girl, but, you know.
Yeah, my girl that you couldn't vouch for enough. No. Everything you see on TV's real, Gary. And you're an idiot if you don't think so.
Listen, $5 dono here from Bradley Mustaine. I want to make a quick shout out to Runza and Gorot Steakhouse. I miss you. Interesting.
Slapped.
Yeah, it's live, Ronald. I mean, we shouldn't be too far behind. Let me check.
Well, it's always going to be behind because YouTube delays.
Actually, it was
the
like
live.
it was like a little 2 seconds, but also it's behind ESPN Scoreboard. But yeah, I think this is a little more caught up.
Well, like YouTube TV is always a little behind, and then YouTube, when we're doing anything live, has what is it, like a 3-second delay?
Yeah.
5.
Well, yeah, about 5. We're on ultra low latency, but it's just sometimes, especially when you're watching a game that ain't on ESPN. Bro. What a shot. And he came up off the ground from that. He was Oh, that's the midi. So pretty, bro. So pretty.
Pretty midi.
Jacobson to Burke K to Berkshire Hathaway. Oh, Sanford. Buchton gel. Whips it to Lawrence. Heavily contested. No good. Out of bounds.
Jacobson.
Wow. What? So his feet didn't touch and his legs didn't touch before he passed it. Okay. Okay. Pick and roll here. Bear K. Trying to flash up and ice this screen.
Shot clock to 8.
Stay down on your man. Big
Sturt's
Daddy.
going to try and make something happen. Step back 3 over Frager. Back iron doesn't go. Beer K with the rebound.
Bear K looks at the old ref.
10:30 to go in the half. Let's go up 3. Rice drives off the backboard. Back-to-back empties for each team.
Sturts. Got Lawrence on him. Pick and roll here. Little kick back. Sturts to the rack. Steps through. Hangs. Finishes. That's a really nice finish from Sturts. Damn, bro. Damn. Do we have a clamp down defender? We don't really have like a guy that it's like our dedicated defender, right?
They're just the team defense. Frager. Oh, man.
Step through. Blocked, but fouled. Thank God. I think
that was
God.
a foul, man.
I know. That's why I'm thinking.
I think he got caught in like no man's land and got bailed out on a block shot.
Exactly what happened. Maybe somebody bumped him along the way and they gave it to him. $58.57, folks. Hit that like button. What are we at? Take a look. We were arguing so much. We didn't hit the goal, but, you know, just had another goal. Let's go 85 likes by the time we come back from halftime. If we have 85 total, I'll pass out 5 free Membies.
Texas and Purdue are in a battle, man. Every time I look, that's either anywhere from it's. I haven't seen it outside of a 3-point game since like early on. Texas up 1, just over 6 minutes to go. I got Purdue in the Final Four.
I don't see why not.
Are your Final Four teams still alive?
Probably not. I mean, not. I probably don't have one with all 4. You know.
I only did 1 bracket this year.
Yeah. To me, man, it's like playing the lottery without spending money or a lot of money. So I just feel like, you know, who cares? Might as well try a few.
Well,
Yeah, I'm getting fried in my other ones, dude. Absolutely fried. Yo, Eric Brandt's top number one. Wow.
Who?
Eric
Yeah, he's
from
number one. What?
he's number one in the uprise bracket.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Damn, I'm at
Those
the
guys pay
below the
way more
bottom.
attention to college ball than I do.
Yeah, for sure.
I would have no desire to get into a bracket with that group.
Yeah. Bullish Brad said his ticket prices were pretty crazy. You live down in Houston? Are you planning on going? I'm gonna drop the stats. Yeah. I can pull up actually I don't think I have it. If I can pull them up real quick. So Price has 16, Rink, Lawrence, and Hoiberg 996, 12 for Frager, 2 for Bearcay, 4 for Kale. Sturts was 17, feels like more. 13 for Tate Sage, 8 for Fulgueras, 8 for Cooper Koch or Coke. I had a buddy, Brandon Coke, same last name. That's why I say it, Coke. I say Coke. Kale Combs 6. Any other stats you think you need?
Me?
No, in the chat. We got some real gambling men in the chat.
They just popped up on the screen. They're 54% field goal shooting. We're 50.
Woo! Frager's first free throw goes.
19. We're 9 to 22 from 3. We're out rebounding them. We've led. They've never led. It's either been tied or us leading.
Are you sure? Just a tie?
Yeah. They just showed it. It said time with the lead. They were at 0. We were at like almost 28 minutes.
Sturts working. Kicks it out to Koch.
Looking to go back to Sturts.
Crossover.
Defense.
Half spin.
Good job, Jacobson.
Full glare. Turn
Good
around.
Gel.
That's a tough three. Air ball.
Airballs it.
Hits the baseline out
really
of bounds.
Good defensive
Perfect
possession.
D. Wow. I say wow.
He says wow. Hoiberg brings it up. Buchengel to Price. Price back to Hoiberg. Hoiberg takes a lazy screen from Price. Price with a deep 3. Slaps. He missed a 3.
If he has, it's like 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stanford to Fulgueras. Stanford to Fulgueras to Sturts. Sturts to the rack. Cut off. Kicks it. Swing.
Nice closeout by Jacobson.
Wow.
Very nice closeout.
Wow.
Hoiberg brings it up. Let's extend this lead. Back to Sanford. Getting the hot hand. He can't hold the pass. Does a good job fighting even though it's a loose ball.
Damn!
And Jacobson has to foul, but that's good. It's a good foul.
He really tried to dunk that.
He got like halfway up. He goes, oh, shit, I'm white.
Yep. Gravity grabbed him.
It's a good thing he dove at that, man, because they had a clean fast break with 2 on nothing. Give the rest of the defense time to get up there. This dude's going to slap both of these. $62-58. 1 free throw to go. 8:20 to go in the game. Sanford's taking a seat. That's great news for Nebraska's offense.
Brooke says can't take another heartbreak.
It's the second one.
Mm.
Eddie, I don't know about like online if that's what you mean, but I mean it's on I think it's on 2 channels on like YouTube TV or whatever. If you got dish or cable or whatever, it's on TBS
Miss
True.
here.
Good rebound by
Yeah.
Jacobson.
Prager to Hoy, pick and roll here. Hoy to the
Weber
rack.
driving, trying to use his body. Back out to Mast. 9 to go on the shot clock. Mast gets a little lane.
It was a good take, but wow.
How is that not a foul, dude?
Wow.
Dude, he got hit on the way and trying to go up.
They're just going to say they blocked it off of his body out of bounds. Definitely got him on the hand.
And
the first defender got him on the
across
hand.
the head. Yeah, that's to say he got him as he was getting ready to go up.
It's okay, though.
Across his arm.
It's okay. It's all right. They're
Iowa. To be fair, this half they have let that go on both ends. There's been a lot of contact not called this half. I don't think I've seen a lot of people getting hit in the head and not getting calls, but whatever.
Wow. John says, thanks for timeout, Iowa. Cornhusker in Texas says, it's time for Mass to come out. I mean...
Mass is 0 for 5 from the three-point line, 4 of 12 on field goals, 4 rebounds, 2 of them are offensive, 2 blocks, 3 assists, with 9 points.
Young players. I'm not saying he's young for college, but young players. He's a young man. They struggle with confidence. You know?
I don't think it's just confidence. I think it's they're a really good defensive team as well, and he's not. We don't have a lot of guys that are going to break down defenses. He's definitely not going to.
There's 3 players on our team that I think have low confidence that shouldn't. Oh, maybe 4 if you want to add Berkay into that. But Mast, Cale Jacobson doesn't know how good he is at basketball. And Jamarcus Lawrence doesn't know how good he is at basketball. So you get underwhelming performances from them half the time because they don't go foot on the pedal. You know. Like if Cale thought he was special, I think he could average 10 a game easy.
I think that's just different styles of points. I know what you're saying, but I think it's just different styles of players. Like you have guys that are just opportunistic. Like you get that in every sport.
But don't you choose your style?
Take what the other team gives them. Some players like Frager and Sanford, for example, they don't care. They're going to try to impose on the defense, and they're not looking to take what they give them. They're looking to do what they want to do. I feel like all those guys you named are more. I think Hoiberg's like that too. Like he kind of takes what the defense gives him and manipulates it, but he does it faster and higher percentage rate than the other guys. So It seems like
Sturts pick and roll. Kick it into the corner.
Late pulls out by Frager,
good.
But it's off the back iron. Rebound. Wow. Jacobson and Hoiberg will bring it up. 3-point lead for Nebraska, 62-59 with 7, just about 15 to go. Mass backing down, looking for an outlet. Finds Jacobson, who probably could have pulled that. Dribbles back, pass to Buchengel, back to Jacobson. Back to Buchengel.
Yikes.
Price Sanford style 3 that doesn't get anywhere near going in. Texas and Purdue's tied at 70, just under 4 minutes to go.
Crazy. See, Berkay, he so often fades away when he shoots jumpers, and it's like, dude, you're not that
Well,
good
he
at
didn't have a
shooting
choice
yet.
on that one. He was still
Yeah.
running to the ball, and shot clock's running out. I think Jacobson had a couple opportunities to take some shots that would have been a better
Open
percentage.
three.
Wide open three.
Ties the game. Bam. Sanford.
Stanford
Ahoy.
back in.
Back to Mast. Sanford for 3. 5 for 6. 5 for 6.
Wow.
Insane. Look at Rule.
Yep.
Rule's like, man, I'm gonna miss coaching at this school. This has got I got a lot of energy here. I'm really gonna miss it. Sturts.
Deep
Oh,
three,
no good.
short.
Get that rebound, Kale.
Good hustle by Jacobson. Bringing it up. Huskers up 3. Buchengel back to Jacobson. I keep wanting to say Robertson for some reason. Price, dude, literally on him. Tough screen by Buchengel. Back to Jacobson. Drives, kicks to Hoiberg for an open sideline 3. Rattles out. And Mass can't get a handle on it. Might have something to do with the arm on the back of his head, but no big deal.
Wrong jersey, you know. To be worrying about that.
It was more jaw than back of the head.
Wing. I thought he was going to go for a 3. Sturts kicks into the corner. Swing. Top of the key. Fulgueras.
Top of the arc. Deep 3. Slaps it.
Bro. Tie game,
Tie
folks.
ball game at 5 minutes
What up, Katie?
to go. Jacobson out to Hoiberg. Hoiberg, maybe screened by Mass. Back to Jacobson. Driving. Looks to kick it out to Hoiberg. Hoiberg drives.
Good lay. No!
Good
That was just
layup.
barely
Can't go.
smoked. Damn it. And here's
Now, Iowa
Iowa's
has a
first
to get their
chance.
first lead.
Man. Please no. Fulgueras backdoor cut to Sturts. Oh my gosh, another cutter. Another out to the top of the Fulgueras, who's feeling it. Kicks it to the corner to Sturts. Swinging. 7 seconds. Contested 3. No good. Good defense from Nebraska there.
Good
Needed
defense.
that.
Really good defense. 4 minutes to go. Kale bringing the ball up. Gives to Hoiberg. Letting him get set. Looking for a screen from Sanford. Takes the screen, drives, kicks to the corner to Jacobson. Damn, I thought that was going to go. Really thought that was going to go. 3:45 to go. Tie game at 65. Iowa still looking for their first lead.
Sturts. Wow. Smokes it.
Close, but Iowa gets the offensive board and they'll reset. 3:30.
That's an insane rebound to give up, too, because that was a really bad, ugly shot from Sturts, and they just get another go at it. That felt like a travel from Fulgueras.
That back 3 is way short.
Yep.
Jacobson with the rebound.
3 minutes to go.
They're going to take a timeout.
Timeout. Wow. I say wow. Tie game, man.
Tie game.
Going. I mean, it's like the game starts over. It's a 3 minute 11-second game coming up, folks.
Texas says, why are we letting these pussies shoot threes? They're eventually going to make these. They've been making them at a pretty high clip, but I don't think it's a ton of letting them. A lot of them are late in the shot clock after they've swung the ball multiple times around the arc. It's just, it gets tougher and tougher the more the ball moves to keep up with the rotation. That's what they're finding. There's some lazy defensive open looks that they've had, but it's happening almost every possession. You're right. If they go on a little heater where they hit 2 or 3 in a row, we're going to be in trouble. Thoughts on zebras? Asked Dominic.
Trash.
I don't like officials in almost any sport, to be fair, full disclosure, but I thought in the first half they were calling a lot of like phantom calls,
I think it's
like
fair to say that
ticky-tacky.
reffing is very difficult.
But this half, if you're paid to do that and that's your thing,
Mm-hmm.
be better. Playing basketball is
Yeah.
hard too. That's why only elites play at different elite levels. So if you're gonna be reffing these games, you should be the equivalent of officiating as at least the talent level you're reffing or officiating. But the second half, I feel like the refs has done a better job of letting them play, but there's been time Mass twice has gotten hit in the head at the rim, no call. There's been on the other end, to be fair, there's times where we've like flat out pushed guys or grab dudes when they're coming off trying to get loose for a shot, and those haven't been called either. So I mean, I don't know. I'd rather it go that way. I'd rather they just let them play than call every little thing or blowing the whistle because they
Right.
thought they were gonna foul. Yeah, it's definitely gonna suck if we lose. I mean, it's gonna suck if and when we lose, period, at this point. But yeah, you definitely don't want to get your season ended by Iowa, of all places.
I ain't upset. Not upset at all.
What are you talking about?
Take 1, 3, and 4.
Who you got in the next game, Illinois or Houston?
Anybody who was looking at the screen knows what I'm talking about. Illinois or Houston? I don't know, bro. I'm not smart enough to know. It would be a guess.
Weber gets the inbound, just over 3 minutes to go. Picked up his dribble, desperate. There we go. Gets it to Mast. That's gonna have to put the ball on the ground. Handoff to Sanford.
Oh, what a
Good
double.
defense on him.
Great
Just
pass
doubled
out.
the Mast. Get the corner. Gotta
Great
be quicker with
find
that.
to
Frager,
Frey. Get the rebound.
Can't hit it. Mast needs to get that ball out to Frager just a little quicker.
Yeah.
He was wide open in the corner. Both teams gone cold, man. It's been
think
like 2 minutes with no score.
Frager had
It's
enough
sitting on
time, though.
65s.
He shoots and makes more contested shots than that. He still could have hit it. But he could have been helped out.
Quicker.
Oh, my gosh. Fulgueras fouled by Lawrence on the pass.
Bailout call. He was about to travel because he picked his dribble up, leaning forward, losing his balance, and just falls into Lawrence, and that's a foul on Lawrence. But that's cool. We'll call fouls when guys get hit in the head, but we'll call him when he picks up his dribble and falls into a defender.
Sturts to Valguer, back to
Sturts with Frager on him.
Sturts.
Drives to Lawrence and then kicks back to the top of the yard to the elbow. Iowa takes their first lead of the game at right about 2 minutes. 68-65, 2:03 to go.
Goodness gracious.
Lawrence kicks to Hoiberg.
We redlining now, boys.
Need something here. Lawrence drives back to Hoiberg, out to Mass. Mass hits Sanford on the
good shot, Mass.
And Mass takes
good
the
shot.
elbow three, doesn't go. Iowa gets the rebound, and with a $140, they'll probably take their sweet time trying to get a good bucket and go up 5.
This is football running the ball time right now. Sturts taking his time. Frager guarding, have to. Sturts kicks it back to. They get into the corner. Open 3. And it's good.
All the momentum.
Doesn't have to. We need a quick 3.
The game.
We need a 3.
Get it. Their defense is.
We got shooters, but yeah. Price for
Sanford
3. No good. Frager rebound. Frager corner. I think that was a 2. I feel like that was a 2 from Frag, but they'll probably review that.
2-point game under a minute to go, 58 seconds. I feel like it's too little, too late, man.
I don't think necessarily. I think we got one more
It's- I
play
mean, it's
before it's
not.
too late. One
I'm
more
just saying
play.
the way the momentum and the feel of the awkwardness of our
Because
offense. their
think about
defense is in
this.
good flow.
Think about this. What if we force a turnover and get a fast break, and we only get 2? It's a 1-point game. Play the foul game. It could last a whole nother 30 minutes. You know,
That's a lot of what ifs. None of those things have happened. We haven't been
We've
getting
gotten
turnovers.
We've
I don't
gotten a
know if we
couple.
have any. I don't know if we have any fast break points. Let me look.
We got more than 0.
No, neither team has a fast break point.
Really?
Yep.
Ah, we're due for one.
Yeah. Dude.
You know?
I think he got his foot back before he pulled the trigger. When he initially caught the ball, his right foot was over the line. They still got it at 68. 2-point ball game. Iowa inbound and 58.8 seconds to go. Don't worry about playing defense at all. And as a matter of fact, give them an extra point.
Effing kidding me?
That
They just
will
threw
do
a
it,
full
folks.
court touchdown pass, guys. A full court touchdown pass for
Nebraska's
an and one
defense
dunk.
has been atrocious on inbounding. The end of the half was diabolical. That was equally as bad with the game on the line.
There was no one defending him. That's it. So we did a full court press and no one was in the back. That's funny. That's funny.
Purdue took a 1-point lead on Texas.
That's giggle worthy, bro.
That's ball game, dude. Iowa just ended Nebraska's season. Already up 5, about to be up 6 after he hits this free throw. And I'm sure Nebraska will take some shitty forced 3-point shot that won't land, and Iowa will just have to hit some free throws. Hoiberg gets it across court, or across half court. Sanford back to Hoiberg,
That's
back
open.
to Sanford. Quick trigger from the corner. Iowa with the rebound, and they're going to shoot free throws to end the Huskers season. What an embarrassment from a defensive team on the defensive end in critical moments of this game. The end of the half was absolutely horrible. That inbound was horrible.
Yeah. And all right, at least we got a foul here. I'm like, I don't have a full picture in my mind of how we lost this game yet. It happened so fast. You know, all of a sudden we were...
Defense. Downstretch defense.
But why? Do you think they got tired? Was it just mental mistakes? Both? We had 24 hours more of rest than them. So tired shouldn't be the answer necessarily.
I mean, I don't know why they didn't know how to play defense, especially on inbound. But that's why. You gave them 3 free points at the end of the
half. Valgueras with the bang out dunk to finish the game. God damn. It's all Iowa here. Mast for 3. No good. Tip out from Berkay. Kale for 3. Not even close. Rebound Berkay. Kicks to Price. Corner 3, no good. Rebound Mast
well,
out to
now
Kale.
We can pad some offensive rebounding stats.
Berkay for 3, not even close. Hoiberg tries to rip the rebound away. Falgueras gets it, and yeah, that is obviously it was already game, but damn, bro, what an ending.
I don't know how that's a foul on Hoiberg, but all right.
Whammy.
Doesn't matter.
Get dunked on, Berkay. Get big.
Both our bigs got put on posters this game.
Yep.
Well, it was a good season.
It was a great season for Nebraska, man. It's just, I'd rather lose to anyone but Iowa in this situation, but this is just fate, bro. It's just fate. You know? Now you get to understand a little bit what it's like being a Suns fan running up against the Spurs every year. This is what it's like. It's not so fun, is it? Not so fun. Not so fun.
Fan, right?
Not so fun when the referees decide to help along your hated opponent.
Stanford cuts it to 6. Too little, too late. They don't
Dribbling
foul,
it out.
and that'll do it.
Nebraska loses. Season
That'll do.
over.
It's Jover.
Apparently Miami lost also. Texas lost. Wow. Sweet 16's pretty good, man. Sweet 16's pretty good for us. I mean, not going to make the pain better, but yeah.
There's still 20 seconds to go. Texas, it shows, is going to the line. 2-point game.
I would say Nebraska deserved to lose that game.
Oh, 100%.
And they earned their L, you know? Yep. So that makes this a lot less painful. Boy, oh boy, it would have just been brutal, bro, if we would have lost this game under some circumstance in which like the Michigan game. That Michigan game, the referees basically Nancy Kerrigan'd our knee for Michigan. Yeah. And that really was upsetting. This, what do you do except for shake their hand and say, you guys, you're the better team. They are the better team. They played like a better full team. And we don't deserve to win this game. So, absolutely, Matt. There's not much worse, What losing to Iowa in both sports, the feeling is you were big brother forever. You had a little brother that was so out of your league that they literally weren't even allowed to play against you because and even if they did, you'd squash them. But they were always chirping at you. We'd beat you if we were in the same conference. We'd beat you if we were in the same conference. And then you join conferences, but it's after you're the 50-year-old brother and you're on your downslope and you've already had your whole career and your career is over, but now you joined them and now they're like your 30-year-old brother who's in his physical prime, which isn't even that good, especially in football. It's mediocre. But you're like a 60-year-old now playing your little brother, and your little brother beats you all the time. There's nothing you can do because you're old, you're over the hill, you're done. You're fucking done. You never got to meet. It's like a boxer coming back out of retirement and fighting a younger fighter. It's like, yeah, well, you're done. But this was supposed to be different. That's football. This is basketball. This was supposed to be different. So, shout out to Iowa. Good win, man.
Yeah, they had 20 points off of turnovers. We had 7. When you pair that with situational and inbounding defensive, just complete mental lapse, that's what did it, especially in a close game. You're going to give them 13 more points off of turnovers, and you're going to not play defense at the end of the half when they inbound the ball, and you're not going to play defense the end of the game when they inbound the ball, and give 5 free points on that on top of the 13 you gave them off of turnovers. In a tight game where everything else was relatively close. I mean, we actually out-rebounded them. We had 10 offensive boards. They only had 3. We had 6 more second chance points in them. Coming into the game, I thought that would be the more impactful, deciding factor of the game. And, I mean, it would have been if you protect the ball better and actually play a little defense, situational defense down the end of halves, but is what it is, man.
David says, appreciate you guys doing the basketball streams this season. Hey, man, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. The streams would have been a lot better if I didn't hoe us, and we're going to do them all next year. I think basketball will be big for us next year, and we'll try to cover basketball stuff in the off season for basketball, especially if we get any big recruits. You got to imagine we'll get at least one sexy transfer portal student or some sexy high school kid coming in, no Epstein, that can come in and excite the fan base. Because we laid the blueprint this season that, hey, we're becoming a basketball team. Look what we did with all these exciting whites. Maybe we get a couple of you with a little bit of melanin in here that aren't scared to touch the ball like Jamarcus Lawrence. Maybe we're able to go all the way. That's what I'm thinking. Any merit to that?
Sure. I have to agree with the
biracial?
well, I wasn't gonna say.
Good boy. Sonny said, can anybody explain why every one of our threes, every one of their 3 points are wide open and all of our shots are contested? Because Iowa wanted it more. That's not to say that Nebraska didn't really want it, man. Nebraska wanted it.
I don't know that
But
it's they
Iowa
wanted it more.
We
They
just
kept
saw
swinging
it.
the ball, and eventually the defense got lost in the rotations, and that's why you ended up with the open threes, where Nebraska doesn't keep the ball swinging. They do more off of screens and double screens and everything like that, and then try to get a catch and shoot or a in stride like Stanford. Most of Stanford's shots are he's running to the spot the ball's going to and then pulls the trigger. Same thing with Frager. And they play good enough defense that simple double screen isn't enough sometimes, where the more you pass the ball, the more it moves and the farther it goes around the 3-point line, the longer guys have to cover distances to rotate, and eventually the ball gets there before the defender, and you've got those corner and elbow threes that end up being wide open late in the shot clock.
Right. Well, brutal way, Bronze, I agree. Brutal way to end the year. We need another scorer, yeah. Gary doesn't think Sanford will test NBA waters this year, so maybe we get Sanford back. Maybe we get Sanford back and we get 1 or 2 higher than usual recruits, players that we normally wouldn't think about in Nebraska. And we get to be even more excited. What if we had a freshman phenom? What if we had a one and done player pick Nebraska? I don't think that's out of the range of possibility now. Right?
It'd be dope. It'd be dope, but we'll see what happens.
Do you think we won't? Or do you think that's just wishful thinking?
I don't think we'll get anybody that good. It'd be dope if we did. I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked if we did, but I'd be somewhat surprised. I don't know.
I think I'm going to be shocked if we don't, dude.
We got some decent recruits on the team that just didn't play. And like you heard all year, people talking about Frager last year was one of the better players on the team.
Well, hopefully Frager doesn't get
the red shirt
upset. Hopefully Frager, the rumors about Frager not being happy are untrue, and hopefully he comes back. If we return him and Sanford, Mast is gone, right?
Mast is gone. Hoiberg's gone.
Bearcay?
Buchengel's back, I believe.
Okay. We'll have, hopefully, Leo will still be on the team, and he'll be a little bit stronger and a little bit more prepared to play. So we're going to have a big ass, like 7'2" center next year to go along with Bearcay. I'm so excited for next year, man. Already. Oh, bro, we get... there's still going to be a nice recruiting period in between here and then, right?
What's that?
There's still be a waiver recruiting in between then and now, right? Or do we have to wait? Or is that all already over and done during the season?
No, because these guys playing now will still be able to transfer out if they want.
So at least portal. Huh.
What is this doing, man?
I guess bottom line, I don't think that Nebraska is going under again. I hope. I don't think we're going to go backwards. I think you showed the world that Fred Hoiberg is not a failure of a coach. He simply was on the Chicago Bulls when he went to the NBA. His college record is sterling. I was thinking about Matt Rule during this game, man, and it's what about the option of just letting Matt Rule get his teeth kicked in this year and just sticking with him and just letting him try the Hoiberg route? Because
I would say they almost fired Hoiberg a couple years
they
ago.
almost fired Hoy. I think this helps Rule.
So next year you've got obviously Hoiberg's gone. Frager's only going to be a sophomore. Buchenjo will be a senior. Lawrence is gone. Garcia's gone. Sanford will be a senior. Jacobson will be a senior. And Mast is gone. So, I mean, there's going to definitely be some fresh face. If we keep Buchengel, Sanford, and Frager, they don't go anywhere. You're going to have two starters. Well, Frager wasn't even a starter, but obviously he's going to be starting if he stays. You're going to have two new faces starting, and then depending on how deep they go. That's one thing I would like to see. I felt like sometimes you got Garcia, but other than that, Frager was your main rotational piece. That was it all season long. It'd be nice if they had, three guys they would feel comfortable rotating in on a regular basis, especially as much energy as they exert on defense. I think you could keep it a little fresher. It'd be nice to have a more lockdown defender so you don't have to just trap guys like Sturts or what's his name for Purdue, Smith, or any of those guys. Like the Big Ten's the best conference. I think it's not even a discussion. I know some people argue either the Big 12 or the SEC, but there's some ballers. The freshman from Illinois, like there's you get these teams that you run into where they've got bona fide stars that are going to be NBA players. It'd be nice to be able to have. You could still help, but have one guy be able to really clamp them up for the most part, or make life a lot tougher for them, and then be able to rotate, keep guys fresh. You're not gonna. I think Hoiberg leaving is going to be the most painful thing. When Mass was on, having that size and the ability to shoot, and then what it does to opposing bigs, making them play outside and not be able to just crowd the paint. But I'd like to see a legit lockdown defender and a ball handler, like somebody who can create. But I think as Frager keeps developing, he already has the mindset where he wants to attack the basket, isn't afraid to. I'd like to see Sanford get a little more development in his handles. He might go pro. Like, I mean, he could definitely get picked up. I just think he could drastically.
Well, there's a lot of reason to stay. You can increase your stock. You've been being coached by Hoiberg since you were a little kid. You've been friends with Sam since you were a little kid. You're big man on campus. You're getting paid. Like you're making a nice chunk of money that's making you comfortable in college. Like, I don't know what he's getting paid, but it's going to go up. They're going to have to pay him.
It's going to go up. The money overall for basketball is going to go up. And like, to your point, you got to be getting close. Like, that's where we're at with football, right? Like, it makes more sense for a lot of these guys to come back their junior, senior years, especially if they were redshirt, because a lot of them are making more money than they're going to make on a practice squad.
Bro. You're no longer going from zero money to trying to go get some money. You're leaving guaranteed money to potentially the grass won't be greener. That changes everything. I think that's why college basketball is so good this year, and that's why college basketball is like going to continue to grow and get better. And I think in a way it kind of saved college sports.
Yeah, and if I don't think he's a first round pick. So I mean, I don't know how much money, like you said, how much money he's making, but I would assume at least with
we only had 4 defenders on the floor.
The conference money and the money that Nebraska has for its athletic department, I would think that they're able to pay him more than he would get as a second round contract to basically ride the bench in the NBA and try to work his way up. And in the meantime, increase his value and try to get into that first round, or depending on how much of a not necessarily mid-range as far as scoring, but like ability to drive and create, even dribble and kick out, but just work on his handles. I mean, he could, if he can develop more of that aspect of his game, maybe a little more man-to-man defense. I mean, it's not crazy to think this time next year he could be looked at like Sturts or some of these other guys that are borderline mid first round to into the lottery type pick. But we'll see, man. It'd be super dope to have him, Jacobson, and Frager as three of the starters, and then we've got, like you said, we got a legit 7-footer that's
4-star.
Kind of taking the Frager
He's
route.
got-
Taking
he's
the
got-
Frager route
yeah.
of developing and doing things this last year. I would imagine he's going to get a lot more minutes, and
He didn't look ready this year, but he could be ready next year.
yeah,
Sometimes
We'll
he
see, man.
looked okay, but yeah, slow-footed, stuff like that. Got to get more
it's time
physically
to
strong.
shift to football. We got the that's one silver lining is now we don't have to worry about an Elite 8 game clashing with the spring game Saturday.
Ooh,
We just watch
Next
the spring
Saturday?
game and this weekend.
this weekend.
Yo,
Do you know what time on Saturday?
let me look.
I'm already off, so good. But
11.
11 a.m.
Yo,
Why, bro?
no, they're having a night game. They're doing a clock PM.
I'd prefer
spring
it.
game.
I'd prefer
I
it.
would too.
Get the night game going. Get the drones out and shit. Ugh.
They put somebody else's face on your body.
Yeah.
Oh, now they
Yeah.
put my body on somebody else's face.
This guy.
This guy,
Thinks
all
he's
natural,
Thinks he's
all
big.
natural.
All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you guys soon with a Husker football video. If you see it, do us a favor, watch it, give it a like and a comment. We're not sure if we're out of algo hell, but it's up
We
and
might
down.
be. It's just, I forgot we do videos because I was
Yeah.
looking at one today. The last one we did was a preview for the bowl game against Utah.
Yeah. I'm going to try to get some more game.
Damn near 3 months since we put a video out.
We'll see you guys next year for basketball, but we'll see you guys this week
Saturday.
for football.
See Saturday for the spring game.
Yep. Till then, go Big Red.